Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful session in the Linux tutorial. On the last video, we saw how to get and install Oracle VirtualBox Manager on your laptop or PC. Now let us go ahead and use our VirtualBox for installing the Linux operating system. Before that, let me quickly show you how you can find the installed VirtualBox Manager from your PC. Just go to Windows Start. Here I'm using a Windows PC, and then go to All Programs. Here you are, Oracle VM VirtualBox. Just click on Oracle VM VirtualBox icon and you will get the window like this. And as a first step, you will have to create a virtual space for you to install the Linux operating system. So let us click on New to create the virtual space. So this is mainly for creating a virtual machine for your operating system. So this VirtualBox supports multiple operating system to be installed on your VirtualBox machine. So in case if you want to run a Linux and Windows, you need to create multiple VirtualBox machines like this. And here you have a drop down and you can select your desired operating system here. These are the operating systems that is supported by Oracle VirtualBox by default. It supports Linux, Solaris, BSD, IBM, Mac, and you also have other. Now let us go ahead and select the Linux. And under Linux you have multiple choices. Now let us go ahead and do Ubuntu 32-bit. So let us also name your virtual machine. So let me do it like Ubuntu VM. And just one more thing to be noted on this page, you have an export mode here. Export mode is basically for experienced people. Otherwise you can go for guided mode, but both of them will give you the same configuration privileges. Guided mode, you will have more instructions, and at this point of time we will take the guided mode, and later once you're familiar you can just go for expert mode and you can complete your create virtual machine configuration very quickly. So here I'll once again keep the virtual machine name Ubuntu VM and click on next button, and here you need to assign the memory. If you look at here, you can see I have almost 3 GB memory RAM free here. So and I'm going to select almost 1 GB for this particular virtual machine and click next. And here you can select your hard disk. 8 GB is what minimum required for this particular activity. The hard disk space for this particular virtual machine, and the recommended size of the hard disk space for Ubuntu is 8 GB. So let us keep that and then go ahead and create. We'll select for VirtualBox disk image. And storage on physical hard disk, you have two options here. One is dynamically allocated and the other one is fixed size. If you go for fixed size, then that's going to take a lot of time, and dynamically allocated is quite fast. So now let us click on next and then again create. So your VirtualBox Manager has created the virtual space for your Ubuntu, and the status of your virtual space is powered off, and you can get all the information that you just configured for your VirtualBox right here. You have the general information, system related information, display, storage. Storage you have 8 GB, and audio settings, network settings, USB settings, shared folders description. So basically you get all the information of your VirtualBox that you just created on the right hand. And in case if you have any configuration changes, you can just have a check on this page, and then if you want it to change, then you need to just do a settings, and then you can again go back and modify your VirtualBox setup. Now let me just do a cancel here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to install the Ubuntu operating system here. So let us click on the VirtualBox manager, and I have the Ubuntu 14. Version on my laptop CD drive. You just make sure you have to keep it in the CD drive and then click start. You have to make a choice here. You have Ubuntu 64-bit and Ubuntu 32-bit, and here I'm going to go with the 32-bit Ubuntu. And you also have an option to run this operating system from your CD directly, or you can install it. I think this time we will go for running the CD directly from the CD drive. The advantage of running the operating system from the CD directly is, in case if you want to try a different OS, you can just change the CD and your new OS will be ready. Anyway, we're going to experiment with multiple OSs, and you keep the CDs of your choice of operating systems, I mean Linux operating system or any other, and then put it on your laptop, start your VirtualBox and run your operating system from your CD drive directly. So now we are going to run this operating system, this Ubuntu operating system, from the CD drive directly. So click on try Ubuntu mate without installing option. I'm going to hit the enter. This is going to take a while, just be patient. The Ubuntu mate is getting started on our VirtualBox. Running the operating system from the CD is a good practice, especially for the people those who really want to experiment with multiple operating systems, because you can instantly change the operating system and get familiar with any flavor of Linux. But in case if you're looking for a permanent setup where you want to build up your applications on top of that, then obviously installing it on your hard disk is the best option. But now we are mainly going to play around with different Linux flavors, so it is better to run it from the CD directly. So now your operating system is loaded completely, and this is the logo of Ubuntu made. Now let us have a quick recap of what we have done so far. First, we have installed the Oracle VirtualBox on our Windows PC, and then we created a space for us to install the Ubuntu, a dedicated space for us to install Ubuntu, and then Ubuntu from our CD drive using that dedicated space. So we have two options. One is to start the Ubuntu from the CD directly, or we can install the Ubuntu hard disk and then start it directly. And we have gone for the first option, to start the Ubuntu from the CD directly. Now let us have a quick check on the options here. These are the options of the VirtualBox. You can take a snapshot, you can pause it, you can reset, you can full screen mode. You have a lot of options from the Oracle VirtualBox here, and if you want to go for the Ubuntu options, you need to go a little inside here. So when you click on application, these are the options provided by Ubuntu, and now you're in completely into Ubuntu. You can also shut down, log out Ubuntu, lock screen, you have Ubuntu Mate. So these are these menus that you have it in Ubuntu Mate operating system. So I hope now you are pretty comfortable with the VirtualBox and the Ubuntu Mate. If you have any questions on this part of the lecture, please feel free to log into our Q&A session. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to see you on the next video. Thank you.